Okay, I just had to speak to y'all real quick. This is just for the producers. Producers will know what I'm talking about. I remember when beats used to cost more. Back in the days, like we used to sell beats for like, man, I'm talking about the average of like $100 a pop. The average. Now today, man, beats are selling for $30 and $40. Man, no, I seen them low. I seen them like buy two beats for the price of one, and you selling the one beat for like $35. They're getting two beats for $35. Now, why is this? Why is it happening like this now as opposed to before? I tell you why. Is due to oversaturation. First thing they did for people created beats out of samples like me. You know, I used to use SB 1200s, MPC 60s, and shit like that. And EP man, what was that? That EMU, that EMU card. There was an EMU keyboard that was a sampler. Uh, there was a bunch of samplers, but the main ones were the SB 12, SB 1200, and the MPC 60, and the MPC 2000 fire machines. Even to this day, they got programs and apps and plugins and stuff like that to emulate the sound. But the beats, man, we sampling was a skill. You had to find a sample, then you have to line that sample up sometimes with another sample. So you get the bass line from this record, then you get the drum beat from this record. You gotta make them shits line up, man. It sounded like it was just some easy shit today, like they do today with these loops they be loops they get now, and then they just kind of like just drop a whole bunch of loops down into something, and now it's time stamped. Before it wasn't time stamped. You had to actually just, you had to really like time that out. You really had to time that shit. But now beats are easy to make. Yeah, man, the average person could start making beats tonight, and next year this time people will say they fire. That's how easy it is to make these beats. And what's happening is there's a devaluing of it because of this oversaturation. I'm not saying no, not everybody's just making. I'm not saying the beats gonna be fire. I'm saying next year you will be saying you have fire beats if you start making them this year. Facts. Facts. This is why I see it's important for NFTs to come into play. The oversaturation is what's bringing the value down. There's more beats. There's more beats online than there are songs. A producer's catalog. A producer catalog can consist of thousands of beats. And this is a catalog that's only about 3 years old. Thousands of beats. A 3-year-old catalog for thousands of beats. Recording artists don't have catalogs like that. The game is oversaturated. It's almost like, what is a producer to do? I could sell this beat right here by itself for $25, $30. Or I could put a rapper on it. See where I'm going with this? Or I could put a recording artist on it and get a point. A percentage. I almost seem like once you put somebody on the beat, it even devalues the beat even more. Now the beat, you understand what I'm saying? So this is why the producers have been doing it this way. because the artist producer relationship ain't what it's supposed to be. But now, with everybody got a gazillion beats to sell for $35, it's hard for any producers to stand out unless you're working with a fire recording artist. But what about those that you know, don't want to go to Chicago and hang out with niggas, don't want to go to Brooklyn and hang out with niggas, and Atlanta to hang out with niggas, but they make fire beats and they just want to do business. I have fire beats available, purchase, but not for $35. I said, well, Reese, that's just a lease, man. They're not buying the beat for. I know that. I know that. I know this. I know it's just a lease. I know they only buying the beat. I mean, they only buying the rights to utilize the beat. We know that. But even that is cheap. Cheap, cheap. How is it that the value went down instead of increase? It should have increased to the man. Listen, you got so many computer programs out here that's recognizing music and recognizing songs and elements of songs and stuff like that, putting copyright claims on everything. Man, you figure that this the best time. It's the worst, but it's the worst time. Let me tell you how crazy it is. You as a producer, you got your beats on your website. You made it, made a put together a cover for it, named it, immediately uploaded to YouTube tonight, last night. Somebody liked the beat, they download it, head over to the studio, record it, love it some more, straight from their phone after I emailed them the completed song while in the studio. They upload it to YouTube, United Masters, TuneCore, any of them. Now that beat's become monetized as their intellectual property. Now, you, Mr. Producer, beat maker, you have a copyright claim for your own beat, the beat that you just made yesterday. This man beat you to the monetization of it, monetizing of it, and now you giving permission to you to. Oh man, this shit crazy. Start that clock. So how does it bring you value? Now that beat sold for $35, and now it's being utilized, and people are getting hip because when someone comes to the studio and they say, I'm thinking about buying this beat, and I'm going to release it, and all platforms except for my own platform, all others, everybody else's company, everybody else's brand, everybody else's, you get the point, platform. Now you got that $135 off that beat. Now you're receiving no more money from YouTube, and you better hope that beat keeps selling. But if you do like I do, when people come to the studio and they say they're interested in purchasing the beat, we say something like, Alexa this or Siri this or whatever. I don't want to say the S word because I don't want her to pop up and say, "What am I listening to?" And if the beat is used, if the beat is going through the system, a name will pop up for the song. Sometimes, if you go in the middle of the song and say, "What am I listening to?" a different person name will pop up. This shit is messy, man. This shit is messy. I don't see how they keep track of this shit, man. The only way they keep track of this shit way I can see keeping track of this shit is limiting the supply that's out there. That way, the people that purchase the beat can monetize the beat. And I know you got your little disclaimer, you got your contract, so you're not allowed to send it to the man. What do you think the people buying the beats for, bro? Like for real, like between me, you, and a closed door. What do you think people are buying your beats for? They're buying your beats to use them, to monetize them, to, you know, get on the Facebook and say, yo, check my song out. It's on all platforms. Purchasing your beat and getting that contract, and then going give them the open door, even though you specified in your contract that it wasn't supposed to be like that. And now you have no more own production work for a beat that you charge a cheaper price for. Increase the value of your beats by lessening the supply. You could, uh, you can lessen the supply. My bad, y'all. You can lessen the supply easy by creating NFTs that contain the keys to open up access to your beats. Or, as we do, we place the entire NFT is the lease contract. The lease contract. And um follow me on 1515 Media on Instagram. Follow me as Reese Beats, REESEBEATZ on Instagram. And leave comments below. And leave comments below. And I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, Chuck. I'm doing two or three things at the same time. Leave the comments below, and I get at you. I get at you and show you how to make your music decentralized, so that you can be metaverse ready. Metaverse ready. The metaverse is here already. It's no secret. Metaverse been here actually. But the metaverse, your access to the metaverse is becoming more accessible in this day and time. And as all assets and things are being digitally and moved over to the metaverse, so will music. And keep in mind that music in the physical world, which is really by way of digital distribution, is a $4.5 billion industry in which the recording artist is getting 12%. So imagine how much less of that percent you get as a producer, as a beat maker. And it's time for that to change. I remember when beats used to cost more. They used to have a higher value because 10, 15, 20, 100 people wasn't buying the same beat. You could sell a beat for $1,600 back in the days. No problem. Record labels paying for it. Man, even more, man. You heard all the stories about Timberland, $100,000 beats, and Dr. Dre, $1 million beats, and all that stuff like that. Even though they're not getting paid that for the beat, they're getting paid that up front as an advance for, I guess, royalties. But it's all the same. It's all the same. All right. I won't take up too much more time. It's my 3 o'clock rant. And you guys will probably hear this in the morning. But yeah, if you want to bring more value to your beats, get at me. And I will show you how to turn your beats into NFTs and create a brand new stream of income. Um, and that's about it. See you next time. Y'all mind? Oh, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That's it. Hit that subscribe and hit that like button as well. There we go. Okay, don't want to let me go. Guess they wanted me to add more to it, but I'm not. I ain't lying this time. Say.